ஒரு நிமிஷம். ஓகே. ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம்.
So hi, good evening. This is Team 2 is here today to for a group discussion. So myself, Jeevayukta, and my teammates Shiva Pradesh, Madhusurya, Kanishka, and Mitran is here with me today. So we are going to make a GD today on the topic is like a revaluation in education or a temporary dispersion. So I would like to start this GD with a kind of an intro. E-learning is an emerging platform, like where we go from Zen X to Gen Z. Now we are in Gen Z. So while we are transferring and emerging towards the technology, we are into the e-learning platforms. And so here the traditional mode like face to face classes and standard criterias were getting down, and we will be moving towards e-learning platform. So this is a kind of intro towards the topic, and I support towards the e-learning platform more than the traditional platform. So now over to you, Kanishka.
Yeah, Jiva. E-learning has emerged as a transformative force in education, a field traditionally aligned to face-to-face instruction, and a standardized circular that synchronize the learning schedules. The uh, the rapid accelerations of online learning options during the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted both the potential and challenges of e-learning. For many, e-learning represents a revolution breaking down barriers to accessibility, providing a more individualized learning experience and allowing students and professionals alike to access the high quality high quality resources from around the world. However, some critics argue that e-learning is a temporary disruption rather to issues like digital inequity, lack of interpersonal interactions, and challenges in maintaining students' motivation and discipline in a self-directed learning environmental. Next will be over to Mitran.
Thank you, Kanishka. I According to me, the e-learning is a better thing because customization and flexibility are the three key strengths of the e-learning. Because in traditional, we want to be both the parties like teachers and students have to be available at the same time, and it should be a scheduled part. So instead, we are going to or moving towards the online learning, providing a greater flexibility of both the parties. Like if I need to see a portions or a pattern of which I'm going to be learn, I can easily flexible time I can use and I can see whatever. But it's not based upon in traditional classroom. But in extra adding is to working professionals of parents or those irregular schedules could be otherwise fine by the parents also. So when we are lacking the classrooms, the parents are also be accessible towards that. So example, when we are in a COVID time, there was a online classes. So the online classes are more flexible that we can have recorded our session and we can whenever we want and we can get to know in our MBA session also we are doing more online courses due to some time concern because we are going for full time learning in MBA till 6 o'clock. So in that time, So after 6, we are having a convenient time to do our courses in online. So the major plus point in online learning is a convenient time and flexibility. So like the portions and the like notes have been vast in the network. So we can take from every Google, and it is about like online learning. So it is easy to get the portions, patterns, and notes also. So it is plus points about to my point. It's over to you.
Yeah. So yeah, coming to advantage, e-learning has its share of limitations. A prominent concern is the digital divide. So as students from lower income families are underfunded, schools may not have access to reliable internet connections or up-to-date devices. So for this, students, the benefits of e-learning remain largely out of reach, potentially existing educational disparities. So this lack of access can hinder uh, the effectiveness of e-learning initiatives. So students without the necessary technological resource may struggle to participate fully in online classes or access courses materials. So addressing this digital device is critical if e-learning is to be a sustainable solution rather than a temporary stopgap. So next will be on your.
Yeah, it's one good thing. Another thing is like when comes to challenges regarding e-learning, it may be a lack of face-to-face interactions, it's a essential for learning and for teamwork also. When comes to traditional classwork and settings, encourage these traditional classroom settings may encourage spontaneous discussions, debates, and collaboration. That can be harder to replicate in an online environment as well. So many students benefit from social aspects in person learning where they can interact with peers and instructors in the real time as well. So, e-learning platforms, while offering discussion boards and visual classroom, may not fully capture the dynamics of the physical classroom. So, this may be of lack of interpersonal interactions that can lead to a feeling of isolations and disconnections and potentially impacting students' overall engagement and the retention of information as well. So, what's your opinion, Jiva, about this?
Yeah, I'll agree with all your points. Like as Mitran said, and you two guys said, like e-learning platform. Before where we will be meeting at face to face, we will be learning our center. Whereas after COVID-19, there was a wider range of network possibilities, and we were thrived up into online platforms. The online platform has both pros and cons, as you guys said. Both like rural and urban. Comparing to urban, rural people will face a kind of network issue. That's what a negative challenge, which I make a point up here, because and the facilities based on the particular. We can't say that 100 percentage of our population will be able to access because the as now our government is giving almost 90 labs and studies, so there are lag of activities also. From the pro side, we are having a huge opportunity, like we can learn from wherever we want, and even we can do our MBA itself from a distance education through online platforms. And we have a n number of opportunities. As now we gather to make a podcast or a group discussion like this in a forum like Google Meet. So we were getting updated from generation X, Y, and now into Z. So this was a kind of motivation and as well as a challenge for the young and youth perceptions, I think so. So over to you for a conclusion, Kanishka.
Uh, this raised the e-learning has also sparked discussions about the
Can you
future of
unmute?
assessment. This rise of e-learning has also sparked discussions about the future of assessment and evaluation in the traditional classrooms. Exams and quizzes are often used to gauge student understanding. However, online environmentals makes it easier for students to access external resources during exams, raising questions about academic integrity and the validity of an online assessment. To address these concerns, many e-learn platforms have adopted new assessment methods like project-based evaluation and open book exams and real-time assessments that are required critical thinking and problem solving. While these methods may offer a more comprehensive evaluation of a students that understanding, they also present a logistical and technological challenges that institutions must consider as they continue to expand their e-learning offerings. And e-learning has undoubtedly changed the landscape of an education and offering new possibilities and raising their important questions about how we learn, teach, and evaluate knowledge, whether it represents a lasting transformation or a temporary response to the unique circumstance of recent years will depend on how educational institutions, educators, and students adapt and embrace this new model. That's all about our podcast content. Thank you all.